Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, it looks as though Davido and his uncle, Senator Adeleke, have been celebrating too early because, as we all know, Buhari and his acolytes always have their way. So the story goes, court nullifies Adeleke's nomination for Osun State Guba polls over certificate forgery. Adeleke false judgment proceeds to appeal court. Justice Uthman Musa, well, it had to be a name like that, of an Abuja High Court sitting in Buhari Area Council of Abuja on Tuesday, nullified the nomination of Senator Ademola Adeleke as the candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the September 2018 governorship election in Osun State. Adeleke, who represents Osun West Senatorial District at the National Assembly, was the PDP's candidate in the 2018 governorship election in Osun State. The two chieftains of the All Progressive Party, Wahab Rahim and Adam Habib, had in 2018, barely a few days to the governorship election in Osun State, dragged Adeleke to the court, accusing him of not possessing the requisite educational qualification, where and in brackets secondary school cert, so that's the minimum requirement, to contest for the office of governor. They prayed the court for an order to disqualify Adeleke from participating in the September 22nd governorship election in the state on the grounds that he does not possess the requisite educational qualification. Delivering judgment in the suit Tuesday, Justice Musa annulled Adeleke's nomination on the grounds that Adeleke offended Section 177 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. The section stipulated that candidates for the position of governor must be educated up to secondary school level. According to Justice Musa, while the court's findings showed that Adeleke entered secondary school in 1976, there was no record to show that he actually graduated, as his name was no longer seen in the school's register from 1980. Justice Musa further stated that the result Adeleke attached to his form CF001, which he submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), was fake, as it was found to be different from the one presented to the court by the principal of Ede Muslim High School, Ede, Osun State. Meanwhile, Adeleke's lawyer, Nathaniel Oke, senior advocate of Nigeria, has faulted the judgment of Justice Musa on the grounds that the judge erred in law by going out of his way to source for evidence to arrive at his unjust conclusion. He submitted that the court erred, particularly when it ignored WAEC evidence that Adeleke was educated up to secondary school level as required by law. While he disclosed that they will immediately commence filing of their appeal against the judgment, the senior lawyer expressed confidence that the judgment cannot stand at appeal court. It will be recalled that the West African Examination Council (WAEC) during the court proceedings confirmed that Adeleke sat for the May/June examination of the council in 1981. The council, in an affidavit disposed to be by one Adewumi and filed at the Registry of the Federal Capital Territory (FTC) High Court, confirmed that Adeleke sat for the senior secondary school examination in May/June 1981. The confirmation was contained in a 4-paragraph affidavit filed in compliance with the order of Justice Uthman Musa, requesting the examination body to confirm whether the governorship candidate sat for the 1981 exams. Justice Musa had, in a ruling delivered on September 11, directed that the West African Examination Council should dispose an affidavit to either deny or confirm that Adeleke sat for the exams the council conducted at Ede Muslim High School in Ede, Osun State in 1981. It equally said the examination body should file the ledger containing results of Ademola and his mates with whom he sat for the examination, as well as verify affidavit within 5 days of being served with the enrolled order dated September 11. West African Examination Council, however, in the sworn affidavit confirmed that Adeleke with center number 19645 and candidate number 149 indeed sat for the senior secondary school certificate examination in May/June 1981 conducted by the council at Ede Muslim School situated at Yidi Road, Ede, State of Osun. Accompanying the affidavit was a ledger containing the results of all candidates 001 to 221 who sat for the senior secondary school certificate examination in the said school. The certified true copy of the ledger, which was marked as Exhibit WA1, however, showed that Senator Adeleke sat for only English language in the examination. In arguing their case, the plaintiff is through their counsel, Bankole Akomolafe, on September 11 claimed that the PDP candidate did not sit for the WAEC examination in 1981 because the senior secondary school certificate examination had not been introduced in the country as at then. They further alleged that the NECO examination he claimed to have sat for could not be genuine because the National Examination Council, NECO, had not been established at the time Adeleke claimed to have sat for the examination. So there you have it, the back and forth in the court. I did say this in a previous video because I have done a previous video on Senator Adeleke before when he got his initial judgment and he was celebrating with Davido even putting out a thing on Instagram, praise worshipping and all whatnot and making all this celebratory noise. I said then that this celebration might well be short-lived because Buhari is not a man that is known for taking no for an answer, and is not really a man that is known for obeying the rules of the law. But what I said in that video though is what is now playing out now, because what will happen is they will delay this and they will delay this until that guy, whoever he is, the guy that won in place of Adeleke, I can't recall his name now, they will delay it until he serves his full term. That is what will happen. So now Adeleke got that judgment, which this guy has appealed. The sitting governor, the fraudulent, the one that they got in there by fraud, he is appealing that. But now this judgment has now been gotten against Adeleke. So Adeleke now has to go and appeal this judgment that has been gotten against him. So the appeal that the governor in Osun State is now lodging against Adeleke's victory is now held in abeyance until this matter is resolved. And this matter, of course, is not going to appeal and they will hear it next week. They will probably hear it several months down the line. So if they hear it several months down the line at the appeal court, and then if he gets a victory there, the parties who took him to court will then appeal against that victory, and then that will go to the Supreme Court, and that will last another few months, if not years. And then if he gets a victory in the Supreme Court, then the sitting governor in Osun State, who will now be about 2 years into his tenure, will then bring his appeal to come and appeal against the judgment that Adeleke got against his victory, and then that would then go to the appeal court, and then that would then sit there for months. And then if Adeleke then gets the victory at the appeal court, the sitting governor would then appeal against that, and then that would then go to the Supreme Court, and he would then sit there for months, if not years. And then if Adeleke then subsequently gets his victory at the Supreme Court, by the time Adeleke gets his victory at the Supreme Court, they will already be running the next election, because this guy would have served his full 4-year term. So this is really the state of play, and this is why Babangida said then that the important thing is to get that power and let whoever loses go to court, because you can just let it stay in the courts forever and ever. You will appeal and appeal, you will delay on the day of the hearing, your lawyer will be sick, they will defer it, and then somebody will have something and then they will postpone it, and then you will go on a technicality, and then you will fight with the judge, and you will say you want a different judge because the judge is biased, and then the judge will have to prove that he's not biased to hear the case. And then if the judge is deemed not to be necessary, another judge will be brought in, and then the other judge has to then bring himself up to speed with it. So it can go on forever, and this is what is playing out now. So this Adeleke is celebrating that he got a judgment, and therefore he's going to be governor, and the video singing songs and making merriment and doing unto on Instagram and all this nonsense is strictly for the birds. It's not about one victory, it's about winning the war, and the war is definitely not being won, and the only person that is going to win this war is whoever Buhari determines is going to be there, and whoever Buhari determines is going to be there is going to be one of his APC apologists. So this is really the state of play, and this is what is playing out again. So well done for your minor little victory, Adeleke, but now here is the realities of life. They have now hit you from Abuja with an Aboki judge called Musa. So he's hit you there against all the evidence, when Waeka said you sat an exam even though you are a dunce, but if the people of Osun State wants a dunce, then they can have a dunce. So the fact that you are a dunce is not enough of a reason for people, for Buhari rather, to deny you what the people have said they have conferred on you. So that's a separate issue. So now this is just going to run and run, and so this is the next salvo in an ongoing and grueling battle that's going to run and run for years and years. So Adeleke, welcome to reality. You've had your little celebration, and then you can go back to your house again and continue to moan and groan, and that is the state of play. So what say you guys about this judgment from this Abuja northern judge? What do you make of this judgment? Let's have discussions about it in the comment section. Senator Adeleke, Davido, and minor victories. That's the topic. So we have this conversation in the comment section. That's where conversations take place on this channel. So I'll leave you here, meet you in the comment section. But before you come meet me in the comment section, click on the red button, the red subscribe button, so it goes gray, the bell button so you're notified as soon as I drop a video. Then come join me, and then let's have a talk about this some more. I'll leave you here, meet you there, and I'll say peace.